Oh my God. So, I didn't really know this. I knew this movie was coming. Um, so we got Snake Eyes. Now, I know his rank was a master, or it was like an E8 Master Chief or something like that, or Master Sergeant, right? And after that, he has been classified since he's been in his new comic. I even looked it up. It's been '09. I have a few of the comics, okay? I freaking love Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is awesome. An awesome character. He has his apprentices like Kamakura, Jinx, Tiger Claw. Like, he's been through a lot. He has his wolf Timber. I thought that was cool. And the big thing is that he went with, if I remember correctly, he was in the military. Then he went with the Arashagi Kagi. Sorry if I said that wrong. Clan, with Stalker and Storm Shadow. So I know just a little bit about Snake Eyes. He's one of my favorite characters ever. I think he's just awesome. So one of the big features of Snake Eyes is that in his original story, they've changed it sometimes for different stuff. And I think the one where he saved the master and ended up getting shot in the throat or whatever was cool. But I know the main story to why he doesn't talk and some of his disfigurement was because of a helicopter crash that he did. I don't remember if they put Storm Shadow as if Storm Shadow was a part of it. But what also happened was Storm Shadow wasn't totally a bad guy, and that's cool too. Because Storm Shadow in the series eventually becomes a good guy. Now, the G.I. Joe movies are interesting. I think the second one was definitely better than the first one. I enjoyed the first one for the most part. It was a fun, stupid ride kind of thing. Nothing where I'm like, oh my gosh. I actually thought the second one was better. I like Flint and stuff. Now, let's get to this crap. So, you, Hollywood, you decide that a guy who is blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and part of the reason why Storm Shadow has an issue with him, from what I remember, is because he's a gaijin who actually moved along, depending on which story you follow. You know? And that was actually a part of the story. That's part of the dynamic. I remember one particular story. And like I said, there's a few. So please, if someone's like, no, 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 I'm like, I understand. But no matter what, he's always been a guy with blonde to light brown hair and blue eyes. Because he's an American. So what you guys thought it was good to do was to hide this little new reboot with the lead actor from Crazy Rich Asians, who, if I remember correctly, is Malaysian. And he's not a bad actor or anything like that. So your thought is that, you know what? He's Snake Eyes. He's a ninja. So let's make him an Asian who's popular. Why? You could literally use the story that because Snake Eyes is a gaijin, and if you want to use the story that they used on G.I. Joe, I think it was Resolute, where he ended up having to fight Storm Shadow over the death of his master because Storm Shadow saw him as a gaijin, which is a really cool story because basically the master kind of favored him over Storm Shadow, who in that series the master was, I think, his uncle. So he's looking at it from a family line, like, you betrayed the family and you betrayed us with this culture. This gaijin is going ahead of us. That could have played off with some very interesting story plots. As a matter of fact, you could have even used this to turn around and have Snake Eyes and him beefing, and then by the end, if you decide to make it into another G.I. Joe series, or if you decide to make it into something where Snake Eyes actually does become a Joe, because in a lot of stories he does change sides from Cobra to them, and you could have been like, you know, the realization that there's love between them because they view each other as brothers, and there's that respect factor because they are brothers. There are brothers in the clan, and they've grown up together in the ninja clan and stuff like that. Oh, no, 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 but you're just gonna race swap them. I am sick and tired of all the token race swapping. I'm sick and tired of seeing the gender swapping. I'm sick of it. Now, if you make an alternate universe, you kind of acknowledge the thing, but then you make a reference or a koi toy like they did with Manchester Black. It actually worked for Supergirl because of how they played it up. But it's tokenism, and I'm tired of it. Why? Why would you do that? Snake Eyes has never been Asian. In his entire history of his whole comics, from what I remember, he's never been Asian, he's never been Japanese or anything. Now, where he's from is classified, but usually he's from America, and he's a gaijin. And if people are wondering what a gaijin is, it usually just means foreigner in Japan, with some other things. Sometimes it can be used as an insult. And you're going to sit there, Wolverine actually gets that from Lady Deathstrike, actually. She calls him gaijin out of anger, because he's in the Japanese culture. It's a thing. So what made you guys think that that's what you should do? You should do a Snake Eyes movie and make him Asian. That's Storm Shadow. Like, I'm so freaking tired of this crap. So guess what? I love Snake Eyes. I was really excited about this movie, and I came across this information by accident because I was looking at the fact that his pit bull mauled another dog. So I just happened to be looking at news, and it said the Snake Eyes actor. And I thought, oh, they got him to play Storm Shadow, huh? That's weird. Because, Storm Shadow is supposed to be Japanese. And he's Malaysian, if I remember correctly. And then I look, and then I'm like, wait, he's Snake Eyes? Now, some people can sit there and go, well, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. Okay, when you say that, I want you to make Black Panther white. Then you tell me it doesn't matter. Because I'm sick and tired of people doing it. They're fictional characters until you change it on the race that they like. Then all of a sudden it's now a problem and they mean something. No, you can't have it both ways. So guess what? You know what? As I've been saying, in 2020, I'm done with the nonsense. I'm done with the tokenisms and stuff like that. I get it. You want to sometimes go to China. You want to do these things. And like I said, I'm going to do a thing about diversity versus inclusion. But this whole, you change the main character's entire race for whatever reason, even if you made him black, I'll be pissed off. That's not Snake Eyes. If you want to use an Asian character in an Asian story, then either make up a new one or use a story that has an Asian character. G.I. Joe does have Asian characters. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have characters from all over the world. If you read a damn comic book, you would know that. So here we go again with these fools always trying to switch off something, always trying to do something, and I'm tired of it. So guess what? You know what? I was excited. Nope, not anymore, Snake Eyes. Thank you for saving me money. Done with you. Anytime I see this junk or y'all in Hollywood start doing this whole, oh, well, you're an hysterophobe. Oh, guess what? This is going to make the toxic masculinity mad. This is going to make the patriarchy mad. Done. I hope your movie bombs. Stop doing that. If you want to make a movie or if you want to make anything with any person, use the proper race, gender, or whatever. If you want to use it, then make up something new or grab something from the other story or the lore that will do it. I'm done. I'm sick of it. You've literally taken one of my favorite characters and just destroyed them with a race swap. Like I said, if he was black, I'd be pissed off. I don't want that. There's black characters in G.I. Joe. Use them. There's other characters, it just blows my mind. Now, some people might sit there and go, well, that makes you racist. No, it doesn't. Stop thinking everything's racist because someone's talking about it, because you're dumb. You're dumb as a peanut. You're dumb as a peanut. That's how smart you are. You're as smart as a peanut. I don't want it across anything. I want it even across the board. I want black characters to be black characters. I want female characters to be female characters. I want Asian characters to be Asian characters. I'm sick of this race swapping. Now, sometimes, like for example, Idris Elba playing Heimdall. There is a comic book reference to that. Yes, there is. So if there's a precedent, I can, depending on where it is, I do have a barometer. But there's no precedence to Snake Eyes or like anything pre him not being blonde-haired, blue-eyed, or like light brown-haired, blue-eyed. It's just so freaking annoying, and I'm tired of it. I had to get that out. I even let it out before because I was actually screaming before. Like, that really pissed me off that he's freaking Asian. And it's not because of anything to deal with Asians. The fact I have to preface this shows just how stupid people are. It has nothing to do with him being that. It has to do with the fact of the integrity of the character. That character is not Asian. Why are you making him Asian? It's okay to have a white protagonist. You know that, right? There are white characters. It's okay to have a black protagonist. It's okay to have a gay protagonist. It's okay to have a transgender protagonist. But don't change the character to do it. Use another character. Do you know what cracks me up too? Marvel and they'll be throwing this left and right. Do you know how many black characters are in Marvel that they don't use? Like, did you know that there's Luke Cage, but there's also another black character called Power Man? They have a ton of characters. DC actually has a few too. Like, it's just so ridiculous that they'll go, nah, we're just gonna take this character black and make them significant. Digging your thing, use the black characters and make them significant. And if people don't know the history, you can kind of mess with it a little bit. I'm just so over this crap. You've officially ruined Snake Eyes for me. Now, there's people who are going to go see it. That's fine. That's great. You love it. Whatever. I'm not seeing it. You're not getting my money. 2020, I'm done with this whole woke, like this wokeness. I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous. If you wanted to use an Asian character, go through the G.I. Joe lore. There's hundreds of characters and use one. I know Snake Eyes' name is marketable. You could have used Snake Eyes as the proper character that Snake Eyes is supposed to be, and then you could have brought the other character in and maybe had the Snake Eyes be the star, but have the partner come up and kind of move up and get into prominence. But no, that would be too much like working. So I'm sorry. Once again, you're not getting my money. Anytime I'm seeing this wokiness, you're not getting my money. Last of Us 2, not getting my money. The game to me ended with Last of Us 1. It's over. I'm sorry. And like I said, this doesn't make me any of the isphobes. If you say that, guess what? That's what you are. If you call it to me, then that's... Oh, what is that old saying? I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me sticks back to you. How about that? Because this ain't about that. I want it even across the board. I don't want race swapping and gender swapping. I'm over it. Do harder work. Do more informed work. That's all I'm saying. Do more informed work. That's it. Put a little effort in. Just a little bit. Hey, we're going to build this character. Hey, you know what? This character is a very obscure character, but we want to do a black character, so now we're going to do this black character or this Asian character. I'm just so over it. And I needed to share that because I'm really mad. I'm like, he's not... There's so much story you're now going to throw out with that, because even if you try to push it, it's not going to be the same thing. Because part of his thing was with Cobra was like, oh, the American guys. Like, I'm just so over it. But you know, they probably don't even know the characters I named with Timber or Tiger Claw on them. They probably don't even know who they are. They're just like, oh, dollar signs. So this is the Geek Protagonist. I'm agitated now about this. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay clean. Tell me what you think in the comments. Because I'm tired of the wokey stuff. And if anybody else is with me, I'm tired of this token thing. I love inclusion, but I love it when it's done correctly with heart and not the diversity angle. See ya. Hey, this is the Geek Protagonist. Thank you for visiting my channel. Like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think. You heard my thoughts. And also hit that bell notification so you can be aware of any videos I do. Just click. And just take care of yourselves. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming to my channel. I appreciate you sharing this time with me. All right? So the Geek Protagonist is out, and discuss in the comments. Suggestions, anything. See ya.